continue from where we last left off, and we're going to go ahead and do our mission. Alright, let's see what planet we have. And
We've received.
here's our new mission.
Mobius wants us to go after another artifact on some dead world called Zill. Apparently they sent in a specialist team, but they lost contact with them 2 days ago. Their bad luck, I guess. Figure we'll get hazard pay for this one.
Yes, and with this one would be really good because these units are pretty nice to have. But as I said before, we're going to go for when we really need. Now this is a mysterious thing, which we really want to try to figure out. This one, they already said what it is, so we're going to go with this one and get the
Never thought we'd
diamondbacks.
be back to this graveyard again. What have we got, Matt?
Dominion's restored power to the old rail network. They're using the trains to move salvage to a central processing station. Our informants say the Dominion's found something unusually valuable, and they're transporting it to the processing station today. It's on one of these trains, but unfortunately they're all scan shielded, so we can't tell which one. We'll have to hit as many as we can and hope we get lucky.
Hope we get lucky. That ain't the usual Matt Horner plan.
You got a better one, sir. I'm all ears.
It's all good, Matt. You sold me. Well, let's go rob ourselves some trains. Old Tychus is gonna love this one.
Now to explain why Rainer says looks like Tychus will have some fun with this, because they used to be robbers pretty much. And I believe the one thing that they usually robbed the most were trains. And, well, this is actually a train mission. With some train eye. But bunch. Anywho. We're going to be hitting a lot of trains, and that's pretty much it.
Go ahead.
But the problem is we don't start off with a lot of units. And neither do we have a lot of units.
Armed and ready.
Over here, as you can see, we got the units. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually going to get.
Sir, it
What
turns
we can
out there
do.
are a few Confederate vehicles in the hills the Dominion haven't salvaged yet.
Diamondbacks. Man, I didn't think they made it past prototyping. Their rail guns will be great for stopping those trains. No pun intended. I'll upload their schematics to our factory network.
There may be other vehicles around that we can commandeer. We should keep our eyes open.
Now,
What's the plan?
why the Diamondbacks are very good for this
Victory is
mission
ours.
is because, well, mostly we have to actually hit the train. Which means it'll take a lot of money.
How devious. Excellent.
And as you pretty much see, they already give us 3. And
Of course. My pleasure.
SUV ready.
I like it.
And pretty much, since we already get units, and mostly the first thing we have to do, which is over here, destroy Dominion trains, don't miss 3 trains.
SUV ready.
Which means that we need to stop the trains before we can. But the one thing is, we need to be very careful with the Diamondbacks. Their abilities are mostly meant to hit hard.
SUV ready.
Well, what I mean by hit hard, I mean you'll find out later. Because I want to make some fun out of this.
Victory is ours.
Now, we can build additional out of this, I believe. Yeah,
ready.
but mostly as you see before, we can't.
I like it. My
you
pleasure.
can't build much of anything.
On the move.
Because right now, the cache we have, we can build one more of these,
ready.
which we don't really have to do. Now that's
Devious.
fine. Now mostly right now, it's really
Of
slow
course.
right now, because mostly this is the beginning of it. Now they're all pretty much slow, but
The
I'm
train
gonna hold
is
off on
approaching
that
through a tunnel
slow
in the
until
northwest.
we absolutely need to. Now the one thing is, these have fire on the move, which diamondbacks are able to fire their railguns while moving. This is why it's very good,
Devious.
because the trains will never stop, ever, except when they're dead. Now the one thing is, the first one isn't really much of a deal. You just hit them from afar and that's it. And pretty much, these trains don't fire back at all, they just have shielding. But their movement
At
speed
the
is
ready.
really slow.
I like it. My pleasure. Victory is ours. Excellent. Of course. On the move.
As you can pretty much see, the Marines can't keep up with the Diamondbacks. But here's the cool part. Every time when a train falls, we get resources.
Devious.
More
Excellent
research we
work, sir.
have,
We
the
can
more
utilize
we're
the
able to
train's
support.
scrap payload to build more units.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
And it looks like soon we need to build more
What's the plan?
more supply. Because we're running very low. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm actually going to pull off an SUV to build those. Because right now, well, we
Yes,
don't
sir.
really need to focus on too many things.
Your dime.
As we're
SCV
done right
ready.
now. We found 2 research. Now we're
Victory
going to
is
go ahead
ours.
and we're going to move out a lot.
Of course.
Because mostly we still have 2 bonus objectives. One is just for support
How devious.
of our supply.
Additional supply depots required.
My pleasure.
Additional supply depots required.
As you
Victory
pretty much
is
see
ours.
right here. We got another one, which is now over
I'm
the
waiting.
limit. But still, no matter.
How devious.
Because I already got
Of
more
course.
building backup base, etc.
Additional
etc.
supply depots required.
I like it.
Now this is another base where they're going
Excellent.
to send their trains from.
My pleasure.
There's 3 different paths. 2 of them are
I
actually
like it.
connected to one area, and the other one doesn't connect
On
at
the
all.
move.
And here's our last research. Here we go. We got all
Victory is
deserved
ours.
research.
I like it.
A train is coming through the western tunnel.
Check it out, Jimmy. Dominion started sending escorts to protect the trains.
Which reminds me, we need to probably go ahead
At the
and
ready.
try to, well, use as much as we can to hit them.
SCV ready.
The only problem is with the Diamondbacks, they are machinery. They don't get healed like Marines do. And right now, we don't have a lot of supply, so I can't build a bunch of
Add-on
medics, and I
complete.
forgot to get the add-on.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Now, I don't have anyone at Vespine Gas, so we mostly have to depend on, well, us to
What
actually
needs
get it
killing?
done. Now, this first wave isn't going to be too hard,
Excellent. Go on.
but the more units we actually have, the faster we can actually take these out.
I like it. I'm waiting.
Now, as you pretty much see, there's a time limit
My pleasure.
between all the
How devious.
I can't pronounce it. With the escorts.
On the move.
Now,
Victory
I'm going to
is
try to
ours.
find the other two because mostly
The
it
doctor is
takes
in.
a lot of resources to actually build all
What's
of
the
this.
plan?
But for right now,
Of course.
I don't
My
memorize
pleasure.
all this because I believe it's always random of
Victory
where
is ours.
the
I
next
like
three
it.
be.
Excellent.
Or if it's not, I just
On the
suck at
move.
trying to memorize where stuff goes. But they're never near the military
Devious.
base, never. Well, one's near,
like
but I
it.
mean, it's not like in the way of anything.
Victory is ours.
Commander, I'm picking up increased comm traffic from the Dominion. Sounds like they're planning to attack our base. We better be ready.
Now,
On the
as you heard
move.
before, it looks like they are going to go
Devious.
ahead and attack our base. Which mostly we are far away from it, but no matter what, we're not going to be running into much of them at all. We're actually going to be going ahead and we're going to actually take units. Because right now, even though our units are hurt, they have enough to actually survive for a bit. Which I'm going to go ahead and add them because mostly these units are very good. Because
A train is exiting the southern tunnel.
SCV ready.
and so far right now, they're upgrading every time when you get past them and get to a higher placement of it.
Of course.
They'll upgrade their units no matter what. And while we wait, we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to patch up the units that bravely gone to 6
doctor is in.
versus 6. One with the fire bat. But either way from that, we're going to be patching everything up. And while this goes, we're actually going to be kind of trying to stand still.
SCV ready.
But either way from that, we're going to try to mostly destroy these units.
How devious. What's the plan? Victory is ours.
The doctor is in.
I like it. Of course.
SCV ready.
Now, trains are actually ground units.
The Dominion are constructing a series of bunkers to protect the tracks. Be careful.
Now,
Excellent.
as I said before, they're going to be upgrading their unit placements. I'm trying to remember where we haven't gone yet.
On
We
the
haven't
move.
gone over
The
here.
doctor is in.
How devious. Of
We're
course.
going to deal with the bunkers later, because mostly right now we
On
don't
the
have to worry
move.
about them at all. They won't do much of anything right now. But for now, we mostly would need to build more SUVs. Because the more SUVs we have, the better our
The doctor
minerals
is
will
in.
be, which means the better repairs we're going to get.
Go
Because
ahead.
I don't believe
I'm waiting. My
they
pleasure.
require much of anything.
SCV ready.
How
Now, mostly
devious.
right now, I'm trying to find where I could get
Victory is
the
ours.
final one, because if I remember
I like it.
correctly, they mostly like to be in the
Of
back.
course. How
The doctor
devious.
is in.
My
Additional
pleasure.
supply
I
depots
think-
required.
No, I just found
Victory is
more
ours.
resources, which isn't that bad, but
On the move.
we're right where we're at right now.
Excellent.
We just need to find this last one, which I'm trying to find openings, which is up
Victory is
here.
ours.
We don't have to worry about too much.
What's the plan? How devious.
As you
I
can
like
see,
it.
the bunkers won't be
Excellent.
completely finished
My pleasure.
until they get units in it. Which, no matter what, they'll get units in it.
Excellent.
As you can see right here, this one is already filled up with Marines. But right now, they get beaten by laser.
I like
Because,
it.
well, laser beats
devious.
rifle.
A train is coming through the western tunnel.
My pleasure.
And as you can pretty much see,
What's up?
we
Looks
have
like we found all
of
the
them.
Confederate diamondbacks, sir. This should really help out against the trains.
because pretty much the trains run in several different ways. The trains will actually move by themselves, guarded, or in the future, we're actually going to be seeing more different types of units.
Victory is ours. How devious.
Right now, we don't have to worry about too much about these bunkers over here. It's when it gets more later we have to worry about them. So better to take out the bunker areas that you really need to protect, and just leave the rest for what you don't really need.
My pleasure.
Which pretty much, as you can see right now, we're taking out a lot of their security.
On the move. How devious.
And mostly right
Victory is
now,
ours.
you don't really have to worry about too much of these.
Excellent.
Because these are
I like
really
it.
good for this mission,
Of
but if you don't
course.
have to deal with a lot of them, you don't really
How
need to deal
devious.
with too much of them. Right now, I need to find where my SUV went. Looks like I left. I apparently remember where I left it. Just mostly I
Yeah,
forgot
whatever.
where I left it. But anywho, we're gonna be
We
supplying
hear ya.
ourselves, and then
Yes, sir. Sure thing.
because right now we don't have enough to supply ourselves. Because it looks like I supplied myself. Supply blocked myself. And right now we don't have to really worry about too much. Because down here we do probably have to worry about it once it goes there. A lot of things, the things won't go down there. They'll only go up to these two railings over here. Now, and those are the only times when they're that useful.
SCV ready.
And as you can pretty much see, I'm going to try to get the hammer security people and the war pigs. I'm going to wait until both of them are up to send them down, because when they come down, they mostly
SCV ready.
come down at once. They normally don't go together. And it looks like we have a surprise attack. Which really doesn't matter, because Goliaths are...
On the move.
Those walkers are Goliaths, which,
SCV
as you've
ready.
seen before, they really aren't that dangerous. They're pretty nice to have. But mostly right now, we're going to hold off and get what we
A
need.
train is approaching through a tunnel in the northwest.
Which it looks like we're not going to be able to do our patch job.
Big job, huh? Woohoo! Overtime. Well, butter my biscuit.
And pretty much right now,
hear ya.
not planning
What's the
to
plan?
waste too much of my money. And right now, we don't really have to worry about too much. Because they're not sending in big things, they're sending in fire bats, marauders, the normal
like it.
setup that they have. Now once they get kind of close, we're going to go in and actually charge at them. Because mostly they don't aim in one spot. We launch one, but mostly diamondbacks. We don't really have to worry about the cash and supply. We just take as much as we need.
Of course. I like it.
Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to build a lot more of these. Because they're not going to build their own. And right now, we really don't have to worry about too much. Because we have enough SP gas we can survive for quite a bit. And I haven't really built a lot of
Sir,
diamondbacks.
I'm detecting Dominion kill teams patrolling the tracks with large groups of marauders. I'll mark their location with a red warning symbol. Still, you should try to avoid them.
Now, it's a team of marauders. And their icon is quite different. Right now, we're just going to leave it because we're not really prepared to take
What
them
needs
on.
killing?
But they'll continue going
What's on your
even when the
mind?
train goes. So while we wait for another train, since we don't have to search anywhere, let's go ahead and actually go through the dialogue of a Diamondback.
What's the plan? What? I'm waiting. The open road, wind in my hair, universal domination. Yes, in fact, I do own the road. At the ready. Go on. I'm waiting. What? What needs killing? Huh? Go on. At the ready.
A
Looks like
train
there's
is
another
coming
train.
through the western tunnel.
The Dominion are boosting their train speed somehow. You'll need to use diamondbacks to catch them.
Now, as before, as someone says, they're boosting it somehow. Which are the thrusters they have. They gain, well, pretty much 1 speed. Because originally it was negative 0.3. Now it's positive 0.7.
Victory is ours.
But either way, they don't have security on this. They're just trying to get it through because they're really running kind of low on money. And
My pleasure.
let's pick up the supply and head back to base.
How devious. What needs killing? Of course. What's on your mind?
And we're not really planning to hit them because mostly these marauders actually kind of hurt because they gain 24 to armored units. These are armored units. They could hurt a lot.
This better be
These
good.
units are light, so they get the normal damage.
Just
And
say
pretty much
when.
other marauders will actually get hit really hard. But still, we're probably going to take them out by other ways. You know what I mean by other ways? I mean we're probably just going to shoot them a lot. And just repair what we can. Right now we're out of hammer security. But still, these marauders,
What needs killing?
they don't bother us
I'm
because they
waiting.
never go up here and they know we're up here. So we're just going to stay up here until our next mission, and if they get in our way, we just shoot them with a laser. Because firing my laser is so much fun. Memes. You either gotta love them or hate them. Either way,
Mineral field
I'm not gonna try
depleted.
a lot more. Either way, they're just gonna patrol the area. They don't really go much into here. They go more in oval shape. And they don't have medics, so mostly once they get hit hard, they don't really do much anything. And, well,
What needs killing?
now pretty much we're going to go with vehicle upgrades. As you can see, there's actually 2 types of upgrades, ship upgrades, and then there's the
Get me
vehicle
outta here.
upgrades. Which, as you can see right here, we don't really have much trouble with them if we're nearby. But still, we need to repair our units, and
Upgrade
well,
complete.
looks like right now we're really
Good
high
job,
loaded
huh?
with units, pretty much. So I'm just going to send them
Upgrade
over here
complete.
and actually repair our units.
A train is approaching through a tunnel in the northwest.
Which, as you can see right now,
Go
a lot
on.
of our Diamondbacks aren't really the healthiest. But still, they have a 200 health, and mostly after that, we don't need to really worry about them too much. We're actually going to let these pass first.
What's going on? Will do. I like it.
We're
On the move.
going to meet them on the
Mineral
other side of the
field
bridge,
depleted.
because we already destroyed
Victory
the
is
bunker
ours.
over here. And mostly, I don't want to
Excellent.
face them yet.
Of course.
Once this train's over, I'm thinking go ahead and do it once we're all repaired.
Victory is ours.
Nothing else.
On the move. Excellent. I like it.
As you can pretty much see, the train will continue running. They'll never stop, but diamondbacks do take care of them really easily. And right now it looks like
Bad news?
we have heavy amounts.
In the rear with the gear.
And I'm actually going to go ahead and send this one back to work so we can actually continue getting minerals right here.
Ah! You scared me!
At the ready.
As you can see right now, they're taking care of healing our units itself. And as you can see right here, we don't have any more upgrades. We're not going to go for the ship upgrades because we're not really going to go for ships. We're mostly just going to be going for, well, resources.
What?
Mineral field depleted.
Of course. What's the plan? I'm waiting.
Upgrade complete. Vespine geyser exhausted.
My pleasure. I like it.
Now let's head on and see how well we do.
Complete.
Victory is ours.
Now as you see, they do a lot of damage to us, but as you can see, we just lost one. Just one. Out of like probably at least 15, maybe 14 marauders. And yet we still didn't lose much, if anything. Now I actually have a question for you guys. Do you guys actually want to see other Blizzard games, or do you just want to just stick here with the normal?
A train is coming through the western tunnel.
Looks like the Dominion ran out of whatever they were juicing the trains with. They're putting out bigger escorts, though. We better watch ourselves.
So as you can see right here, we don't really have to worry about it.
I like it.
Mineral field depleted.
Of course. What needs killing?
But still, they just sent bigger escorts. That's the only reason why we have. Because mostly they just juiced some ships. Because mostly they didn't see much use in us attacking whatever they had. We're just gonna lance on right now. But mostly these units really don't stand up mostly to what we have in store. And as you can see right here, this is a special little present they dug up.
Sir, we're detecting electrical activity in the wreckage.
Now let's see what they were so fired up to get their hands on.
Attitude 23-46 online. System recording. New Gettysburg Defense Initiative. Submit access codes.
Well, I'll be. It's an old Confederate adjutant. What intel's so important they'd go and dig her up to recover it?
Haha. So we have an adjutant. And there's actually an accomplishment that you face the kill the Marauder kill team in the great on normal difficulty. The Billy the Bullis. And pretty much what that means is, well, pretty much you just shoot them and they die, and that's it. Either way, we're going to see what's on the adjective itself. Now, to give you a spoiler warning, if you guys don't know what StarCraft 1 or the Brew War is, I suggest you may want to go back to that and watch it all to actually understand the storyline itself.
Sir, that adjutant we recovered is down in the lab. She's all powered up.
Talk to me, you old piece of junk. What do you know?
User identified. Rayner James. Ex-Marshal Marsara Colony. Joined Sons of Korhal Terrorist Group. Status criminal.
Enough about me, darling. What else you got locked up in that synthetic head of yours?
User status criminal. Access denied.
Playing hard to get, huh? We'll see about that.
Now, as you pretty much see, the old Confederation is actually the group that Jimmy and Manx working together to defeat. And, well, yeah, let's see the news.
Ladies and gentlemen, each night I bring you the news in the most fair and balanced manner possible. But tonight I have a commentary. Some have asked me what the difference is between our leader, Emperor Mengsk, and the traitor Jim Raynor. They point out that Mengsk rebelled against the government of his youth and came to power through the use of violence and subversion. Why is it wrong for Jim Raynor to rebel in similar fashion? There is a difference. When Emperor Mengsk began his revolution, there was no threat hanging over humanity. James Raynor is waging his revolution while we are at war with 2 alien races. James Raynor, have you no conscience? Shouldn't you fall in line, putting your petty complaints aside as we struggle for humanity's very survival against this alien menace?
Everyone's a critic.
Now, as you pretty much understand, the Johnny pretty much is a
Robbing a train
one-sider.
again get you feeling nostalgic?
Damn straight. We must have hit the Shell Express a dozen times back in the day. Ah, that keeper never got old.
Almost got us killed when they smartened up and started using outriders to chase us.
Never was a man of 'em could keep up with you on a vulture, Jimmy. Just added to the fun. How the hell you got a job as marshal after all that? I'll never know.
I can pretty much answer that question. Because with Jim Raynor's tough looks, and mostly he's able to take people twice his size down, that's the only reason why. As you can see, the adjective is here, we have 2 over here, we didn't get any research. But down here, we have this console, which I will be showing the upgrades. Now, it's under vehicle. And we have triple latency power cell, which gives them +1 range. Outranges other diamondbacks. We had Shell Hall. Diamondbacks gain 50 life, which is quite useful for what we have. Now, I'm not going to be getting those because they're only good for 1 mission and that's it. And, well, right now with the Vikings, now we have SUVs, which advanced construction, multiple SUVs, can situate in construction the same structure, greater income building speed, or dual fusion welding. SUVs repair twice as fast. I'm going to go ahead and get this one because mostly it's very good. The other one I really don't care about because mostly we don't really need to use those. And we're going to go ahead and save up the money. Now, let's talk to Horner, and then after that,
We're looking
on
for an
this episode.
encryption expert so we can access the adjutant we recovered. No luck so far.
Colonel Orlin at Dead Man's Port can crack anything. Haven't been back there in a while. Say, didn't you end up getting married last time we were there?
I told you before, if I knew what the prize was, I never would have joined that card game.
There's just something about a lover's reunion that chokes me up.
Now, to explain what it is, whenever Matt joined a poker game, he won a, well, let's say, a huge prize. Let's just say he only played because he wanted to have fun, not winning the prize. But either way, I'm going to end this episode here. If you guys like, press the like button to destroy Manx. And, well, let's just hope next time we can have a bigger adventure. See ya.